It's too much to take.
Charlie, kind of just to be at this spot right now. I know when Coach, I think, had one of his first team meetings for you fellas. He said it's up to you. Y'all can be as good as this team wants to be.
Right.
When did y'all start believing that y'all could be in the position you are right now?
Yeah, I mean, from the start, this was the vision. This is what we've been working on and working really hard for the whole off season, and then moving into this spring. It was really about getting everybody to buy into what this program is and what it's going to look like moving forward. But I think we've believed it for a really long time, and that's why we're here. Just the persistence of this group and the not willingness to quit and getting better every day. I think this has kind of been the vision for a while now.
And quick follow-up, Corey, for guys like yourself and Fernando, some of the older guys, what does this mean for you?
It means the world. We fell in love with this place when we first stepped on it, and we wanted to bring it back here for as long as I've been here. And to us, it means everything. It means the world. Seeing this guy grow and come up and everything. I couldn't draw it up really any better. I know I've said it a couple times in the past few days, but it's been a blessing, and it's awesome to be back in Athens, and we love it here.
For both of you, who came up with the German Shepherd base, and who physically went and got it, and where did you find it?
Brant Panzer, he was like, hey, we need something like funny, and he just kind of went and bought it on Amazon. Not gonna lie, and we were like, all right, and then we started doing it, and then we see Trey Phelps fell in love with it, and as we all did, but Logan Jordan has taken that to heart, so it's a great team thing.
Charlie, you probably worn it more than anybody. Does it get pretty nasty? Somebody sweaty puts that on.
Yeah, no, we might have to run it through the wash here before too long, but surprisingly doesn't stink that bad yet, I don't think.
No.
But yeah, I think the more we use it, the more you kind of put it on your head to do its purpose, and then you take it off pretty quick. So it's on and off, but it's been doing well for us so far.
Charlie, people can't see out of it anyway. You can't see out of it. You just kind of walk
in. It's dangerous.
You were named the finalist for the Golden Spikes Award. What does that mean to you, and have you thought about winning that award and what it might mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot to me, obviously, but kind of what I've always said is it's an individual recognition. It's an individual award, but it represents a lot more than that, just because of you can't win an award like that without a group of good people around you, and without a lot of people doing their job in this program. So it might be a solo recognition, but I like to think of it more as an accolade for this group and what we've done and uplifting each other. But it was obviously a massive recognition, one of the biggest in college baseball, and I'm honored to be up for it, but I think it speaks more to the group than it does to myself.
What would making it to the College World Series mean compared to those individual awards?
Way more, obviously. Just to be able to cherish that with this group, it's so much more fun than any sort of personal recognition to get to spend this time and create those memories with this group and just really bond with one another. It doesn't get any better than that. That's why I play the game. I think that's why we all play the game. And so we're just going to keep pushing for that.
I don't know how much you guys followed college baseball when you were kids. Did either of you have any recollection, you were in like elementary school, the last time Georgia made a run to the College World Series?
Not a lot. I've talked with Gordon some this year, and hearing about it from him has been really cool, but I definitely wasn't in touch with it in 2008. I was in kindergarten. So, but yeah, no, it's been awesome to hear Gordon's stories and just the differences and similarities between that year and this year is really cool.
But in such a big baseball state and a proud program, what would it mean to end that long period of time without a trip to Omaha for both of you guys?
Like you said, the world. That's the end goal, right? And coming up on the end, we just had a conversation. This could be one of our last practices we have here. I haven't really thought about it. I just try to think of every moment with these guys and spend every time with them. But that's the ultimate goal, to get there, and that's how you've made it. And to fight and grind with these guys for I don't even know how many days. And it all sums it up, and I think that's what we're just fighting for now that we can see it, not getting too far ahead, but it's just that little extra motivation that, hey, we really can do this no matter what people think.
Getting here in year one under Wes, where has he individually for you guys helped you grow the most and improve the most as players?
Just personal mindsets throughout the dugout. Everybody believes that they belong here. That's Wes's biggest thing, is believing in yourself and knowing that we've put in the work to be where we are. Things don't happen just for nothing. Everything happens for a reason, and a lot of that reason is the work that we've continued to put in, and everybody buying into the fact that we belong in an SEC program. We belong in an SEC program that's going to have success. So yeah, I'd say just that kind of mindset and that growth, and obviously the physical development with the staff and all of us. But everybody really believes in themselves right now. I think that's the biggest thing.
Charlie, up on the hill, and I see the Condons, kudzu kegs, whatever. There's funny stuff. Like, curious, what does it mean? Not just having the eyes, but having kind of that student, them coming back, having that environment here up there on the hill with all that stuff.
It's really fun to bring it back to baseball. I think it's been around for football for a long time. Just kind of that student engagement. Everybody's always rallied really strong around the football program for good reason. But to just kind of bring that back to baseball, some too, is really fun. And yeah, the signs up there and the group that they've been putting together up there has been really cool to see. I think it's the start of some new traditions for this program. Well, I guess they're old traditions, but bringing them back and getting them back to where they should be, I guess. It's really cool to see that start to turn. It's really fun to see it up there.
Charlie, you mentioned Gordon. What's your relationship like with him, and has he given you guys any advice for this kind of a stage? Yeah, no, he's a big mentor for me. I hadn't met him personally until this year, I think it was this fall when he came and talked with us, but he's been a guy that's reached out to me a couple times this year, but he's been nothing but a mentor and a positive voice in my ear and a voice of reason. He's been in a very similar spot, obviously, just with the team and as far as individual stuff goes. So he's been extremely helpful to me, and he's a great dude, and I'm lucky to have him.
For both of you guys, how quickly were you guys able to go from celebrating that big achievement last weekend to getting ready for this series, getting ready for Super Regionals?
Yeah, it was. It was right back to practice. Coach told us after the game, he was like, enjoy it because these moments mean everything and they last forever, right? So he told us that, and we just took that off to, I think guys kind of got away from the field and just really enjoyed it. We looked after it, but we got back here on Tuesday and we practiced, and the first thing was, hey, back to a new week, new opportunity, back to business, right? And that's just how we've been taking it. It's enjoy it, and we talk about the memories and the things we've been able to do, but in the long run, we can make so much more that are bigger than that moment.
What do y'all know about NC State? Have y'all scouted anything along those lines?
They're a good squad. I think, we kind of talked about that today. You got 16 teams left in college baseball, so everybody's going to be good. Everybody's got talent. Everybody's playing good baseball right now. I think is the most important thing is if you've made it this far, you're a good group, and you're also playing good right now. As a staff, I know they've got a couple good starting pitchers and some good bullpen arms too, and then they're a left-handed heavy offense that they can swing the bat pretty well. I think it's going to be a shootout this weekend. I think it's going to be really fun. It's going to be just a lot of good ball players all over the field. I'm really excited to get it started.
Corey, if somebody hasn't watched Georgia baseball this year, what do you guys want them to come away from this weekend thinking about your team?
That we're electric. We have fun. We just go out there and we let it all hang loose. We might look like we're a relaxed team, but we're really focused. And I think that's what we do, pitch in and pitch out, talking about scenarios, talking about everything. But, we're fun. I think that we're fun, and I think that's the biggest thing that Wes tells us all the time. He's like, you shouldn't be nervous or antsy about what's going to happen. You should be able to go out there, have fun, and let everything loose, and be happy with it. Because if we believe in ourselves and have fun and enjoy and look around with the brothers on this team, the scoreboard will take care of itself, win, lose, or draw. And that's something that he's put into our minds, and we've had no choice but to believe that, And I think that is what has carried us to success. So, really just fun, electric team that lets it all out there.
Hey, real quick, what can you guys say, both of you, about your pitching staff? It seems like this is a tough, gritty group that's been put together with duct tape and Band-Aids and everything to keep giving you what you need this late in the season.
Yeah, it's a top to bottom. It's a really good staff. We've had some starters step up recently, just with Colton and Leighton and all these guys that have been throwing really big-time innings for us. And then guys coming out of the pen and knowing their role and knowing what they need to get done. It's just guys going out there and having faith in themselves. I think that's kind of like what I touched on earlier, but just knowing that if they're getting put out there, they're getting put out there because Coach West believes in them and the rest of us believe in them. I think that really helps them and go out there and be the best version of themselves. And so top to bottom, I think that's why we're playing close to our best baseball right now, is just because we've had the staff really on point and on some days that we've been able to put up some runs too. And so the more that we can keep clicking as a full cylinder like that, as a pitching staff and an offense, we're going to be really tough to beat.
Thank you, guys.